What's going on, guys? Bo Million from Million Reflections Luxury Automotive Detailing, again with another Formula 88 video. Bo, why do you talk about Formula 88 so much? Why do you talk about a product that is so cheap, such a cheap degreaser so much? Well, I talk about it so much because it's a cheap degreaser. It's easy to get a hold of, and it just makes so much sense in my world to use on a regular basis. I use it on my other videos. I've said I use it on a lot of the vehicles that I service. It's just such a great product to use, and so I just want to talk about it again. I want to show its capabilities again. Now, what we're looking at right here, I don't know what year this thing is. This isn't a client's car. This is actually my landlord's car. They actually wrecked it. And I'm helping them to get rid of it, try to get some money for it. They're going to junk the vehicle. But with that being said, as you can tell, this tire right here is trashed. I mean, you can tell that it's probably never ever been washed before. It's probably never even seen degreaser in its life, or even tire shine at all. And so I'm gonna say it's safe to assume that we're looking probably years of neglect, years of never touching it, years of never addressing it. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what Formula 88 can actually do in a situation like this. Now, Formula 88 is a very easy to get a hold of product. You can get it for about $5 a gallon, depending on where you go. Most people go to Home Depot, buy it from there, but I think you can buy it from Advanced Auto Parts and somewhere around $6 to $7 a gallon regardless. It is very easy to get a hold of and very cheap. Now, I'm using it full strength. This is not diluted, and the objective in using it is to remove this dirt, this grime, the browning, and all that. So before people say, Bo, shut your mouth and get spraying, let's get spraying. Again, I'm using a full strength, and instantly when I spray it on, it just turns brown automatically. I'm going to go ahead and spray the steel wheel down just because might as well, right? I'm going to spray inside the wheel wells because we haven't done that in any of the other videos. I didn't plan on doing a wheel well detail, but might as well spray it in there just for the fun of it, you know. So if you can see this stuff is disgusting. I mean, like, it is, the browning is so strong. The degreaser instantly turned brown on the moment of contact. That's how bad this wheel is. So spray it again. Take my brush. I got my stiff bristle nylon brush I use on all the vehicles I service and detail. I love it because it's small enough for low profile tires, or for any type of tire that I'm working on. It is perfect for any application. So we're gonna scrub it. Like, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. I'm over here banging around the vehicle and whatnot. So there's so much grime in here that already I can feel my brush beginning to clog up. That's how disgusting this tire is. That's how filthy and vile it is. I mean, this right here, like, this looks like a witch's brew or something like that, and it's horrible. So we're scrubbing, we're scrubbing, we're scrubbing. We are removing brown. Now, Bo, your brush is probably clogged up with dirt. What do you do? So in essence, I can just go ahead and spray a little bit more product on there, just to kind of clean it out a little bit. That's kind of wasting product, but some people do that. We tackle it again. We're getting at it. One more trip around the tire, and we're really now going to see how it looks. Now, right here is the test. Hose didn't want to work for a second. Look at all that fall down. That is just crazy. Oh, let's go ahead and spray inside the wheel wells. Let's get ourselves soaked over here. Okay. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Go ahead and let it do what it's got to do. We're going to kind of let it self-dry a bit. I didn't bring out any microfiber towels. What I want to do is, after we let it sit for about a minute and kind of dry, I want to go ahead and take another, I want to spray it down again and see if any brown comes off. I think I got some water on the camera here. Let's see, without me messing anything up. There you go. As you saw when I sprayed down the Formula 88 and I introduced it to the tire, on the moment of contact, it instantly turned brown. Now, that goes to show that the product is strong enough to instantly be able to start to remove any bit of browning, any bit of dirt, grease, grime that was on the tire. Now, like I said before, this tire probably has never been cleaned at all. So we're probably looking at something that, throughout the years, I'm assuming this vehicle is around maybe anywhere from a 98 to a 06. I'm not a professional when it comes to what cars are in which line and the generations and all stuff. I really don't get into that, you know. You don't see these cars on the road anymore, so since you don't see them on the road anymore, it's really kind of hard to tell and determine. But the tire is drying. It's beginning to reveal the tire under it. Now, is it a deep black luster? No, because this is probably an old tire. This is probably an old tire. The tire is probably at least a year old. The tread is good on it, but it's not extremely high. So we're looking at least somewhere around a year's worth of dirt on there at least. But now that the tire is kind of drying itself off, I am not taking the microfiber to it because I do not want to do anything to take off any dirt that the Formula 88 might have left behind. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my brush, get all the old degreaser and grease and dirt out of there. And simply what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a second stab at it, and we're going to see, you know, how much dirt is actually left behind. So I'm spraying it, and it's still white. But that's not going to be the true determining factor. The true determining factor is what color does it come up once I start to scrub. So now that I start to scrub, it's still white. It is still white. Guys, look at that. For a product that is so cheap and so easy to get a hold of, I mean, this tire had never been washed. And look at that. That's perfect. That is exactly what you want to see when using a degreaser. It is still white. It is not brown. It is not browning. And so, I mean, a product like this is very easy to get a hold of. It's very simple. Guys, don't overthink your degreasers. If you want to go ahead and spend $25 for a gallon of degreaser because you can dilute it 4-to-1, that's fine. But those 4-to-1 dilution ratios on those degreasers, I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to remove all the grease and grime like you did right here. You're still going to have to go at it. If not 1-to-1, you're going to have to go at it full strength. So, I mean, it's so easy to get a hold of. Guys, don't overthink it. Formula 88, it's safe to use on wheels and tires. It's safe for most rims. Make sure it's clear coated. Make sure it's a factory rim. You can use in other purposes as well, interiors, exteriors. It's safe for paint. There's no problem spraying it on the paint. You know, I mean, it's a great prep. Put it in your foam cannon. Do whatever you want to do. It's a very, very safe and effective product. So with that being said, guys, Formula 88, give it a try if you haven't. And if, like I said, you can pick it up at Home Depot. That's the biggest probably retailer that I'm aware of. Home Depot, Sedano's. You have it at Target. All these different places, guys. Once again, don't overthink it. Give it a try. Bo Million here with Million Reflections Luxury Automotive Detailing out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Thank you so much for viewing in and watching the video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.